Hey there, sports fans. This is Cal the Constructor. Welcome to Budget Dragon Highlander. In this week's episode, we are paying homage to the classic fantasy Lord of the Rings. Matt is standing tall with Dwarves behind Depala, pilot Exemplar. Larry is forming the ranks of humans with Tajic, Blade of the Legion. Gabe is using Alesha, she who smiles at death, to lead a goblin swarm. I am representing the Elves of the Selesnya Guild with Tolsimir Wolfblood at the helm. Let's look to the scoreboard to see how the players are faring so far. After last week's back-and-forth madness, Matt claimed the win even though Larry got the only knockout. That leaves Gabe and me off the board. Click the links below to see the deck lists, and please remember to like and subscribe. Also, if you like what you see, please help the channel by supporting us on Patreon and follow us on Twitter. Let's get to the game. Okay, so this week I am playing an Elves deck with Tolsimir Wolfblood. The general theme is going to be to get out a bunch of small green-white creatures and then use my commander to make them bigger.
This week I'm playing Depala, Dwarves basically, so I'm going for a bunch of red dwarves, a couple white, and then a lot of vehicles.
I'm going to be playing Goblins with using Alesha as my commander. So the idea is to put out a bunch of goblins and then when they die to bring them back.
Humans, you know the game.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
The battalion trigger on Tajic is just insane.
It's too good.
I'll pass to you, Gabe.
I'm going to play a forest and then pass the turn.
Play plains, and then a fire diamond. And I'm done.
Play plains. Tap a red, tap a white. Play Boros Swiftblade and instead.
I don't think I've seen that guy before. That's some pretty killer art.
All right, Boris Guild Gate comes into play tapped, and that's turn.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and play a plains, put in this Voice of Resurgence to kick things off, and then end my turn.
And I'm going to play a Whipkeeper in pass turn.
I'm going to play a Stone Quarry. It indeed comes into play tapped. And I'll move to the end step.
I'm going to go searching through my library for a goblin card. Give me just 1 second.
Anything with Harbinger in the title is pretty much an auto-include.
And that will be turn.
Did you reveal it, sucker?
It was
Yes,
an
I did.
Shanker.
I didn't get to see it.
It went into his stack. I'm going to play a Selesnya Guild Mage. I think that's going to do it for my turn.
I'm going to play something that's not a dwarf, but I have 30 or more life, so I'm going to go ahead and flip Rune Tail. All I was playing it for was the enchantment. And then I'm going to go ahead and play a Heart of Karn and end my turn.
White, and any color. Pass turn. Had a moment of trepidation there. Didn't know what to do. Should I be aggressive? Should I not be so aggressive? I hate to be aggressive when I only have 3 mana on the board.
It makes it a little difficult.
It does, because everybody's like, hey, look, that guy's only got 3 mana. Let's beat the crap out of him.
Going to play Radiant Destiny and designate goblins as the target.
That card's seeing a lot of play amongst us. Did you use it the last time we were testing, Calvin?
Yeah, that it showed up in Rivals, and I think that's a really solid card for 3 mana.
I know I've put it in at least
Not
one of
yet,
my
sorry.
decks.
Especially in this format where it's a little bit slower, so you know you're going to get to 10 permanents eventually. It's just really good. I'm going to go ahead and tap 2 to play this Pearl Medallion so that my white spells are 1 cheaper. And then tap 1 and play a Selfless Spirit. And then that's all I got. You guys get board wipe happy, so I had to do something to protect my precious green creatures.
I'm going to go ahead and cast my commander. And a Dwarven Miner. And I think I'm going to pass turn after that.
I think you were a mana short on that, Matt.
I was, thank you.
Tap 2 red and any color. Say Archetype of Aggression.
Hey, Gabe, your goblin gets the buff. It just doesn't get vigilance until you have the City's Blessing.
Pass.
Ah. Playing Siege Gang Commander. Let me grab some tokens real quick.
Hey, Gabe.
Yeah.
We've been spending most of our lives living in this goblin paradise.
And that will trigger the City's Blessing.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the tokens counted or not.
They do. All permanents.
I'm surprised we've gone this long with nobody swinging.
I'm going to cast a Seed Cradle Witch. And I think that's all I'm going to do this turn.
I'm going to go ahead and play Gideon Marshall Paragon. I'm going to tap Depala and crew Heart of Karn. And I'm going to pay 1 to reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a dwarf or a vehicle, it goes into my hand. I am going to +1 Gideon, or +2 Gideon, sorry. We'll go to combat. Heart of Karn has flying.
So that's 16 total.
That it would be.
She's not DeSusan or DeKaren. She's Depala.
And that's me.
Uh-oh, he's got mana on the board.
Getting out that Tajic.
And I'll pass.
Well, surprise, surprise. Somebody's trying to send a message, it looks like.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and remove one counter from Gideon to crew Heart of Karen. To block there.
So on damage, Matt, you take 8, and okay.
Well, it's a good thing Ankle Shanker is dead. I'm sure we'll never see it again, ever.
Who knows?
At least not next turn.
I'm going to drop a V2 Ghazi Guild Mage, and then I'm going to pass my turn.
Alright, I'm going to play Plains, and I'm going to pay 2 for a Mind Stone. Then I'm going to cast my Dragster. Tapped Depala to crew that. And Dwarven Miner to crew that. Uptick Gideon. Go to attacks. And when Depala taps, I'm going to go ahead and pay 2. And both those go to the bottom of my deck. Yeah, it's just 5 damage.
I don't know how to make the first one go away. I'm sorry. I'll pass.
Woohoo! Alesha time.
We'll see what happens.
What'd you do, brother?
I cast my commander, and I also brought out Goblin War Chief.
Oh, okay.
I got nothing to do this turn.
Hey, that worked, Calvin. I exiled that planes and brought it back into play, and it got rid of that 0/0 annoyance stuff on the bottom.
Very good.
I'm going to go ahead and crew, and I'm going to pay... I'm going to pay 5. Alright, so I only hit 2. I'm going to cast Fairgrounds Warden, and when it enters the battlefield, I exile target creature until it leaves the battlefield. Go ahead and crew the Dragster. Do Gideon. And those are my attacks. Alright, so I do have Trample this time. So it is 12 to you, Gabe. And I forgot to pay the one to look at the top card, but it's no big deal.
I'm going to tap 4 and play Day of Destiny. It says my legendary creatures that I control get +2/+2. And I'll pass turn.
I should probably put that in my Dragons deck.
Saying everything but like 3 of the cards are not legendary? Yeah.
You know, the one thing that I do enjoy is every time that I play, almost every time that I play with you guys, I do hear one of you say that you would like to put one of the cards that I've played in a deck that you own, and that makes me feel good.
Going for Ankle Shanker.
Sorry, I forget all my stuff has vigilance, but Ankle Shanker still comes into battle tapped and attacking.
And everything has First Strike and Death Touch.
Yes.
That's just a whole bag full of balls there for you, Calvin.
I'll take all 19.
Like a champ.
You man, you.
And that's turn. And most likely game. For me, anyway.
I'm going to cast a Spider Umbra, and I'm going to attach it to my V2 Ghazi Guildmage, which is going to give it +1/+1 and reach.
Nice.
It also gets Totem Armor, so the next time it would die, I can just destroy the aura, and V2 Ghazi Guildmage will stick around. And I think that's all I've got.
I'm going to tap Depala to crew Heart. And I'm going to pay... I'm going to pay 5. Okay then. Tap to crew Dragster, and then I'm going to +2 Gideon. We'll go to combat. And we're going to swing all of that to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and pay another 2 for Depala.
Okay, so what's the total?
18. I'm going to pay 1 and play Consulate Dreadnought. And end my turn.
I'm pretty jealous of that 5th land, Larry.
Yeah, I wish I'd have got it a couple turns ago. I could have really changed the game. Pass to you, Gabe.
Casting Torch Slinger. I'm not kicking it. Okay. Going to combat phase.
Okay, so you had a goblin, 1 goblin, and then Goblin War Chief Alesha and Siege going to Gideon, right? And everything else was at me?
Yes.
I'm going to block there, and then after combat damage, I'm going to tap it to deal 2 more damage to it. So 11 damage to me, and Gideon's dead.
Okay. Second main phase, I'm going to tap 2 red.
So Ankle Shanker's dead.
Grenzo Havoc Razor. I should have cast him on my first main phase, but I didn't think I had enough mana.
I cast the aforementioned Dauntless Escort, so now really I'm going to be able to survive the board wipes you guys aren't casting, and I will pass my turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and do nothing of what I was thinking I was going to do. Alright. I'm going to accrue Heart of Karn, and I'm going to pay 3. And get none of those. Crew Dragster, and then I'm gonna go to combat.
Alrighty, so I'll take 5 and lose 4 goblins.
One of the regular goblin tokens is still alive.
Ah.
That's the end of my turn.
I'm going to tap 2 white and 3. Play Fumigate.
In response, I will sacrifice Selfless Spirit. My creatures get indestructible until end of turn.
I gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way, so keep count, please.
It'll be 13 if my count is right.
I mean, 9 from me alone.
In response, I'm going to go ahead and queue up Dwarven Miner to destroy Boros Guildgate. And then it's going to be 4 from me.
Swinging at you for 7 or 5, Matt.
I've got to take it.
And I'll pass.
I'm going to put a plains in a play. I'm going to tap 5. And put Tolsimir Wolfblood into play. My other green creatures get +1/+1. My other white creatures get +1/+1.
Good thing they're all multicolored.
Matt, I think I'm coming at you so that I can get my first knockout this season.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to lie, that makes me happy just a little bit.
Go ahead, Larry. I mean, I've got enchantment removal in this list. I just never got to any of it.
Play Obelisk of Erd, choose humans. Pass to you, Gabe.
Alrighty then. To you, Calvin.
I'm going to tap 2 and 2 green to play Bear Umbra. And I'm going to attach that to Tolsimir Wolfblood to give him +2/+2. When he attacks, I untap my lands, and it gives him totem armor. I'm going to move to combat. Larry, the voice and the guild mage at you, and then the rest at Gabe. Untap my land. Put Dragonlord Dromica into play, and then that will be the end of my turn.
I'm going to play Spear of Heliod. And I'll pass.
So I'm going to cast Engineered Might. And I will choose the mode of creatures I control get +2/+2 and gain vigilance until end of turn. I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing with board at you, Larry.
What's the damage?
Let's see, if Dauntless dies, that'll be 27. And then in the second main, tap all my land. and play a Seal of the Guild Pact. As it enters the battlefield, choose 2 colors. Each spell I cast costs 1 less for each of the chosen colors. I'm going to choose white and green.
Okay, I'm going at the end of your turn. I'm going to pay 2 white and any color, and I'm going to destroy Dragon Lord Dramoka.
Should have sacked Dauntless Escort.
That's the that's all. I think that's all of the triggers on this turn, Larry.
I'm going to tap 5 and play Planar Outburst. Destroy all non-land creatures.
I'll get an elemental off of the voice dying. Spider Umbra unattaches and goes to graveyard, and so does Bear Umbra.
Okay.
I'm going to swing in. And I believe that's game, right?
Yep.
Well, there you have it, sports fans. Another one in the books. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit us up on Patreon and Twitter, and come back next week for the next episode of Budget Dragon Highlander.